And we are happy to be joined on the Milford Informer this week by a couple of representatives who are going to speak today about the food service program here in Milford, a great program. It's had a lot of success in recent years. Now another year just underway starting last week. So we're happy to be joined by Mary Kate Bergen of the Hockomock Area YMCA, Mike Kaplan of the Milford Area Humanitarian Coalition. So first and foremost, guys, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
So again, this is it's a terrific program. We're so happy, Mary Kate, to speak with you last year about this program and now continuing to grow over the years. And Mike, I do want to start with you, a representative again of the Milford Area Humanitarian Coalition. For people in Milford who don't know, first and foremost, talk a little bit about the Humanitarian Coalition and the work you guys do here in the area.
Thank you very much. The Humanitarian Coalition is actually fairly new to the area. We've only been in existence about 3 years. 3 years ago, I incorporated the Humanitarian Coalition, which consists of, believe it or not, approximately 20 to 30 different organizations in the local area, including the Milford Rotary, Salvation Army, Trinity Church, several banks, one of the First Congressional Church, the Milford Public School System, SMOC, the senior citizens here, the Police Association, all these groups and organizations, and that's not all of them, that's not an exhaustive list. So all these groups came together with the single idea that Father Mac out of Trinity Church had, which was maybe there's a way, instead of each group doing their own thing, we can pool our resources and collectively find out what everybody thinks we need to address, how to address it, and then go about and address it. So, and I'll give you an example. So everybody got together and we made a list of all the ideas that we had where there's a need here in Milford. And Milford has a need in a variety of different ways. And so we identified 4 areas. One was helping people with food security as we call it, but serving of food, making food available. One was helping our seniors. One was bringing transportation, a bus to Milford, and then one was information dissemination. How can people find out about state or local resources, and how would you do that? So the transportation issue, Harold Rhodes, who sits as a on the Milford Area Humanitarian Coalition and was the Commissioner on Disability, he was instrumental in helping our organization support that program. And now there is a bus here in the system, and Milford's utilizing that, and that's a great win for the community, great win for everybody who participated in that. The other item, which I spearheaded as a chairman, was the summer lunch program. And so about 3 years ago, I said, listen, we need to move this. This is a difficult program. The transportation issue, you can see it, you can understand it, you can approach WMRTA and realize numbers and how you can do that. This was kind of a new thing for us and how to address that. So we said, well, maybe we should start off on a smaller program. We'll call it a pilot program, if you will. So not last year, but the year before, I reached out to several banks. I reached out to several entities. They were kind enough. We raised about $12,000. And from that amount of money, we were able to go out and basically hire the Milford Public School System to prepare meals, order the food, prepare the meals, and distribute it to a couple of areas where we could get the meals out to see if anybody had any interest in this. Could this take legs, if you will, and continue on? And sure enough, we served in that year about 2,000 meals, 2,100 meals or so, which was a great start. It really was. And during that great start, we realized a couple of things. One, we didn't have sufficient resources to really scale up this program. So although we had the Milford Public School System food service, Carla Tuttle running that, who's fantastic, by the way, we really needed to go out and obtain another partner. And Father Mac actually, I don't know how he did it and how it happened, but he brought in the Hockomock YMCA. So we've partnered up with the Hockomock YMCA last year, who assisted us in growing our volunteer base.
Obviously, listening to Mike, what the YMCA was able to bring to the table last year really took this program to the next level. Talk a little bit about the YMCA's assistance in really getting this program going.
Absolutely. So our YMCA, Hockomock Area YMCA, so grateful to partner with the great folks at the Milford Area Humanitarian Coalition under Mike's leadership as well as Father Mac's leadership. Just watching what this group of passionate, committed volunteers has been able to do and getting this this pilot going that first year, I mean, that blew us away, and we were inspired to see that there was, a group that saw a need and moved very quickly to fill it. So we were flattered, honored to be invited to participate the following year, and last year was a great experience for all of us at the Y, and just a chance to dive right into this program. So last summer we selected 3 open sites, and when I say open, that means that in the state's eyes, any child under the age of 18 can come in from the time period of 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. and have a meal, no questions asked. There's no paperwork, there's no need to show ID or sign up ahead of time. Come on in, enjoy lunch, and participate in the activities that we have. So we've served lunch at the Milford Youth Center and Memorial Elementary School, and this year at the Bethany Forum, BCC Forum right downtown. Brand new, beautiful space that we're lucky to be using this year. So very exciting start last year with 6,350 lunches served.
Wow.
And if you count some additional lunches that were donated as well, we're up in the 7,000 range, which is really exciting to have played a part in this along with our partners from the Milford Area Humanitarian Coalition. So we just started for this year last week, June 22nd, and we will be there all summer through August 25th, lunch every day, lots of fun activities. We really like to make the experience a good time for the kids and the families. So we have everything from arts and crafts daily to physical activity like Zumba. We get the kids up and get them moving around during lunch. And we also have fun special guest visitors throughout the summer. Last year we had everyone's favorite mascot, Pat Patriot, come and spend some time with the kids, which was great. Get them up and doing those Patriots cheers. So we have a different activity every day. So we really encourage everyone to come on down to one of the sites and check it out. It's really a lot of fun.
It's terrific stuff. And again, we want to make sure everyone has all of the information. So the program just kicked off last week. It runs from June 22nd all the way until August 25th, and that's Monday through Friday, weekdays from 11:30 a.m. until 1 p.m. And again, just to go over those 3 locations once again, Memorial Elementary School over at 12 Walnut Street, the Milford Youth Center, of course, at 24 Pearl Street, and the Forum at BCC downtown, the new location for this year at 202 Main Street. And then you'll also have a couple of pop-up lunch activities over at the Milford Library as well. Those will take place on July 11th and also August 10th for those same time periods, 11:30 to 1 p.m. But those 3 main locations, again, Memorial Elementary, the Milford Youth Center, and the Forum at BCC downtown. And again, Mary Kate, this is a great program, obviously, giving kids the opportunity to come get a great meal during those weekdays, but also it's an activity-based program as well, and there's so many opportunities there. You mentioned a few of them, but activities to get kids up and moving, and also some educational opportunities as well. So this is a really great all-around opportunity for kids to enjoy during these weekdays.
Absolutely, and we're so fortunate, as Mike mentioned, to have volunteer support that really makes this program what it is. Last year, over 185 volunteers, and we're creeping up close to that number again. I'm sure by the end of the summer we'll be there with the volunteers for this year. And all of those volunteers bring special talents with them. So we have people who are passionate about things like STEM, so science, technology, engineering, and math, and are bringing that to the kids over the summer at the sites. We have a master chess player who's actually part of the Milford Area Humanitarian Coalition. So he'll be spending a week with the kids, teaching them chess strategy and how to play the game. So lots of great stuff, and volunteers really make the program what it is.
And so it's a great opportunity to talk about if there are folks out there in the audience watching this right now who say, hey, this is a great program, I'd like to get involved. You guys are looking for certainly as much volunteer help as you can get with a program of this size. So can you talk a little bit about how folks can get in touch with you guys if they want to become a volunteer?
Absolutely. So they are welcome to contact me, and I can share that contact information with you so that we can get that out to folks. And then we have an amazing program coordinator whose name is Shannon, who trains all of our volunteers, make sure that they feel good about what they're getting involved in. It's not scary, but there are some rules that we make sure everyone's aware of, and we really want to set our volunteers up for success. So we have some training that we provide, pretty short in terms of time commitment, and then we try to be really flexible with people's schedules. We understand there's vacations and summer obligations if folks have their own kids, so we are open to 1 day a week, 5 day a week, once a summer. We're really flexible, so we would love to welcome more volunteers to the table. So they just would need to get in touch with me and go through our YMCA processes, but always looking for more folks.
So a little bit of a process to go through there, but certainly very easy for anyone who wants to get involved. But really the best thing about this program, and Mike, we were talking about this earlier, for kids who want to get involved in this program, who want to participate, who want to come and have a meal, there's really no process involved there. Kids can really just show up. There's no paperwork. There really isn't any sort of process to go through. You really just show up, have a good time, and enjoy a good meal.
You just walk in, you grab a meal, you sit down. After you're done with your meal, you go play some games, do some activities. People hang out. They start to talk to other kids or other families, congregate eating. It's really great. It's really great. And I really think Mary Kate hit on something. The volunteers do not have to commit to 5 days a week. Okay, so if they just want to work 1 day a week or 1 day every other week or something, it's very flexible, as she said. So that's why Shannon is great at coordinating that. She's tremendous.
Well, that's terrific. So really just so easy all the way around for anyone who wants to get involved in this. Now, obviously, you're only a couple of days in to this year's program, but what has the reaction been like so far just in these first few days?
It's been great to be at the different sites this week and last week and see the families coming in. We see some familiar faces from last year, so it's really nice to catch up with them, see how their school year's been, and also to work with a lot of the volunteers who returned. Many of our site supervisors who really lead each of the different sites are dedicated volunteers who spent almost every day with us last summer, so that's been really exciting as well. And we know as we get into the summer after the July 4th holiday, we're hopefully going to see even more families coming to spend time with us. So we are thrilled to be back in it, and we can't wait to see what this summer looks like.
Well, it seems to me you're almost developing really a family-like environment to this program, not only for the kids who are continuing to come back and enjoy it, but also the volunteers who really enjoy what they do there as well. So, Mike, that really seems like it's a win-win. I'm sure that was probably something that you dreamed of when you first thought up this program, and to see it now in action must be pretty rewarding.
It's gotten to the point where we're amazed that we've been able to accomplish it, but it can never have happened without Carla Tuttle or without the folks at the Hockomock YMCA. We would be making these sandwiches in my conference room, which would not be possible. And so, no, I mean, it is truly a successful program to the point where we have the representatives, we have senators who support us. The Doubletree here in Milford just sent me an email, said, we heard you speak at the chamber event and we want our company, that's what we want to do. We want to help this program. We want our employees to be a part of that. So if there's a corporation that wants to get involved and do something like that, we're more than willing to accept that volunteerism as well.
Well, it really is terrific. So again, just to go over all of the information one final time, the Milford Summer Food Service Program happening all summer long. It has already kicked off, running 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, all the way until August 25th, with 3 main locations: the Memorial Elementary School, Milford Youth Center, and also the Forum at BCC downtown, 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Monday through Friday. Great food, tremendous activities, educational activities, getting kids up and going, and just great fun for everybody to be involved. So we certainly wish you guys the best. It seems like it's going to be another success. You're going to be breaking those records that you were talking about from last year, which were already terrific numbers to begin with. So continued success for all of the great work you guys do. Mary Kate Bergen and also Mike Kaplan, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
A great matchup here and an incredible environment here on the campus of Worcester State University as we have come to the final game of the 2017 spring sports season. A 19-win regular season, 19 consecutive victories, leading way to 4 victories in the Division I South bracket, a victory in the state semifinals, and all of that leading to the day here today, a state championship berth. Once again, the 3rd time in the last 6 years that Milford has played for a state championship, and they will look for that state title today against the Wachusett Lady Mountaineers. Now first pitch swinging, this one hit on the ground to shortstop. Pierre Gustavo to first, Olivia Strasser retired, and a very quick 1-2-3 top of the first inning. Allie Atherton sets the tone in this state championship game. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and this is sent in the air out to shallow left field, and that touches down for a base hit. So Maggie Farrell goes opposite field, dumps it out in front of Haley Martin.
And now 2 on with 1 out for the Lady Scarlet Hawks, back-to-back hits. And now this one floated into the glove of Strasser. She's able to haul it in for out number 3. Milford able to get a couple of runners on with only 1 out, but they cannot produce a run. And the first inning of this state championship game is complete. It is scoreless. Here's the 1-0, and this is hit hard over the glove of the third baseman, DeCapua. And the cheers rise up from the Wachusett fans as Griffin leads off the inning with a leadoff base hit. Now the 0-1, it's bunted right into the left side batter's box. The ball bounces in front of first base. It gets away from Tommaso, and the runners advance. Now 2 in scoring position for the Lady Mountaineers. Here's the 0-1, and it sends softly to the right side, through for a base hit. 1 run in, now a second right behind. Here's the throw to the plate. It's not in time, and now down to second base goes Lizzie Miles, a 2-run single. And Wachusett deals the first blow. They take a 2-0 lead. And now this ball is sent out to left center field for a hit. They'll wave the runner around from third base. Here comes the throw on a couple of bounces into Hartman, and it's in time to cut down the runner at the plate. So now a full count on the batter. Here is the payoff pitch, and it's sent to third base. A diving play by DeCapua. She gets to her feet. Can she get the throw to first in time? She cannot. And in the back door from third base comes Lloyd with the third Wachusett run of the inning. Kelly Reichert now stands in, hits one slowly on the ground towards shortstop. A long throw across the infield, and it does not get there in time. Kelly Reichert able to beat it out for an infield single, sending that one slowly to Kiana Lloyd at short. And the first 2 batters have reached for the Lady Scarlet Hawks, and quickly they bring the tying run to the dish.
Unusual for Irwin to be in this spot. A slap hit, which she usually does, won't get the job done in this situation. That's just an easy out to cut down the runner at home, so she kind of has to swing for the fences.
Now she hits it slowly back up the middle. The throw to first base is not going to be close as Bonina comes in from third base. So the slap hit does pay off for Kate Irwin. She hits it slow enough to second base that all the runners are safe, and Milford is on the scoreboard. They cut the deficit now to 3-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and this is hit high in the air out to center field. It sends Landfer back. She settles underneath to make the catch. Tagging at third base is Reichert. She will score. And credit Emily Pierre-Gustavo with a sacrifice fly. And it's now down to a 1-run lead for Wachusett. Now a 3-2 score. Emily Pierre-Gustavo, who has had a good day so far, a single in the first inning, and then drove in a run on a sacrifice fly in the second. And now hits this ball hard in the air, out to left center field, back towards the fence, and that stays in the yard. It's off the wall. They'll wave Cormier around from third base. There will be no throw to the plate as Emily Pierre-Gustavo comes through with a 2-out RBI double that ties the state championship game at 3. Wachusett, after taking a 3-0 lead in this game, has given it back. And now it's Maggie Farrell with a flare out to shallow right center field, down for a hit, and it's misplayed out in center by Landfer, and that will allow Pierre-Gustavo to come around to score, and Milford will take a 4-3 lead. And now first pitch swinging, this one sent back to the circle. Atherton with some trouble. She's able to get the throw to first base for the out there, and aggressive running for Courtney Landfer as she was able to go first to third. So Milford able to collect the second out at first base, but Wachusett able to get the tying run to third. And a chance now for Kiana Lloyd at the plate. Now the 2-1 pitch, and this is in the air out to right field and into the glove of Shannon Cormier. And Wachusett will strand the tying run at third base. They threaten, but they do not score in the top half of the 6th inning. A .437 batting average with 16 runs batted in out of the leadoff spot. Also a total of 9 steals. She sends this ball out to shallow left field. It drops in for a base hit. That will move Cormier up to second base. Kate's second hit of the day. And Milford setting the table now for their big bats. They have 2 on with nobody out. A 1-ball, 2-strike count. The next one on the way. And this is lifted in the air out to left field. Settling underneath it is Martin. They will tag at third base, and in to score comes Shannon Cormier. She scores without a throw, so credit Maggie Farrell with a sacrifice fly. At 1 ball and 2 strikes, Strasser back into the wind. Here's the pitch, and it's lined out to right field for a base hit. Here comes Kate Irwin around from third base. The throw to the plate is offline. Irwin slides in safely. The runners advance to second and third as Milford takes a 6-3 lead. And now DeCapua, first pitch swinging, sends one out to center field. The catch is made by Lanford. The tag by Pierre Gustavo. She will score. Tripped up by the catcher as the ball came in hot up over the head of Lizzie Miles, but she comes back to make contact with the plate. Another sacrifice fly in this inning, this time off the bat of the senior captain, Caitlin DeCapua, and Milford now opens up a 4-run advantage, up 7-3. And so it all comes down to this. We have reached the 7th inning from Rockwood Park on the campus of Worcester State University, where Milford carries a 7-3 lead. And so Allie Atherton returns to the pitcher's circle, now staked to a 4-run lead. The Milford fans once again raising their voices as this ball is floated back to the circle. Atherton can't make the catch, but she recovers to get the out at first. A running step ahead of Abby Symes. One out now, and this ball floated out to right field. Back goes Cormier. She's able to make the catch, and Paige Arvidsson drives it out to right field, but she is out number 2. Atherton has needed just 2 pitches to collect 2 outs in this 7th inning, and now the Milford Lady Scarlet Hawks stand just 1 out away. Here is the 1-0 pitch, and it is lifted in the air in foul territory in front of the Milford dugout. Caitlin DeCapua makes the catch, and the ball game is over, and the Milford Lady Scarlet Hawks celebrate on the infield. Milford once again is Division I state champions. It happened in 2012, they repeated in 2013, and now this new generation of Milford Lady Scarlet Hawks celebrate. They reach the mountaintop, and they are the Division I state champions.